I got married about a year and a half ago and had a baby 4 months ago. And we bought a house about a year and a half ago, right around the time we got married. And shortly after the house, we adopted 2 dogs and a cat. And we have just been growing like crazy. But we love it. We wouldn't have it any other way. It's just something that I never thought would be possible when I got into my field of work at a young age and was able to get a job as a consultant when I was 26 years old. I interviewed with a consulting firm, and I was the youngest consultant they had ever hired, and I was quite proud of that. And I have been consulting now for quite some time. So my official diagnosis is psychotic disorder not otherwise specified, which is pretty vague, not very helpful. But the most prominent feature is delusions. I am still in therapy. I meet with my therapist every couple weeks or so. We don't necessarily have a set schedule, but more or less kind of as I need to. I do not currently take any medications. I've tried a number of different antipsychotics, but haven't found that any were effective at actually relieving my symptoms. I had more side effects than symptom relief. So decided to take a trial off medications, and I have been off meds for about a year and a half, and it's been working quite well for me. Because I do have insight, which means that I recognize that I have an illness, I'm able to see sort of what is delusion in my mind and what's not. So when I recognize a thought as delusional, I can kind of push it aside and I just say, well, that's not reality, and I just don't act on it. So for me, it's just a matter of I know what thoughts I can act on and which ones I can't. Does it impact work? For me, I don't think it really does. I work a full-time job. I travel a lot for work. I have a desk job. I work with software. I mean, I show up to work every day. I work 40 hours a week, and I show up and I do my job with honesty and integrity. And if ever I'm sick and don't feel I could do my duties, then I take the day off. And to me, having a mental illness is the same as a physical illness. And if I'm sick and need a day off, then I will take it. And it's not something that I'm doing often. I might take 2 sick days a year. When I've told someone, I've noticed that it's more about what they didn't do. And it's that, they didn't stop calling me. They didn't stop asking to see me. With my family and my friends that have kids, I'd occasionally watch their kids, and they didn't stop asking me to watch their kids. People still trusted me.